I'm standing on one of the OG mid-century moderns in this city, and it has one of the worst flat roof installs I've ever come across. This house was built around 1935. It's a pretty notable place. You'd probably recognize it if I showed you the front, but I try not to make these homes too identifiable in these videos. This place was renovated about 2 years ago, right when inspections were just getting waived left and right because the market was so crazy, especially for homes like this. Maybe this was one of those, who knows. Either way, this house flipper did the current owners dirty because they had no clue about any of this. Let's run through some of my favorite defects up here. Along the edge, they just pieced together scraps of modified bitumen. Every seam is another spot for water to get in, so fewer seams is always better. Modified bitumen is basically a giant 3-foot wide shingle that gets torched down onto the decking. You can see all these ripples showing where it's not properly adhered. The drip edge install is questionable, to say the least, and the roofing clearly is not torched down right. Around these vents, they actually ran the seams uphill, so water just sits trapped in these little pockets that they created. Standing water on a flat roof is never good. It'll eventually find a way in. The chimney flashing's something else. The crown and spark arrestor are missing, yes. Normally though, you'd see metal flashing notched into the brick and sealed up. But here, they just ran the modified right up the sides of the chimney. Those gaps definitely won't cause any issues, right? There's a seam splitting apart right at the ridge of the garage roof. And this weird little valley gap between the chimney and the roof is probably where the old house meets the newer garage addition. It looks like they just gave up here. They draped some modified in the corner, crossed their fingers, and called it good. To be fair, I didn't find any leaks underneath, so maybe it's somehow watertight. The plumbing vents and other penetrations are just tarred over. They should have proper boots or compatible flashing, not blobs of tar. And here's the kicker. I was told this roof was installed by a professional roofing company. They even came back out after my inspection, 2 years after the install, to make some repairs. So I'll give credit for that, but I still think this entire roof needs to be redone. If this is what I can see, imagine what's going on that I can't. Any roofers watching, what's your take on this? Thanks for watching, and have yourself a great day.